Alleged fundraisers don't go directly to the place you want to donate. Is there any way you can clarify or explain how it works? Well,
I also want to be clear that if she's doing this through the like fundraising like tool that's on YouTube, that doesn't mean any money out of her pocket. Just to be clear, because I was gonna set something up like this once upon a time, a long time ago, for something completely unrelated. And in my head, I was like, oh, if I set this up as a fundraiser, that means that automatically, like, my AdSense or whatever is going to go to the organization that I'm donating to, right? And when I realized that it didn't, I was like, well, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, the point of this isn't for me, because really what happens is that it adds a link onto your video, your live stream, whatever it might be, for your viewers to click and donate to said organization. It just provides an avenue, which is still great. It's still great to bring awareness to organizations and things like that.
I would say that somebody who's never done a fundraiser ever might not know how that works. Again, maybe if that person had done a fundraiser ever even once, they would know a little bit about it.
I would say F the haters and keep doing what I'm doing without being worried about anyone, and they can all sit and spin. Good luck, Chantal.
Stupid comment. This is so stupid. They're such idiots. How do they gas this up still? I don't just ignore the haters. Come sit and spin. Okay. How many times can you say somebody's such an idiot? And how many years can somebody play you and you don't wake up? I don't get it.
My lack of self-awareness.
Because I never strike anybody ever. That's a pussy move, and I'm not a pussy. I would never make that kind of a puss move. You can say whatever the you want about me. You can put up your thumbnails until the end of time. I don't give a shit.
Okay, so Nada is currently in jail, as far as we know. Every time Frenchie ever so much as breathes Nada's name, he strikes her. He with her channel. She did that live stream about him Tuesday night, and it's still up. So presumably he's still in jail. This weekend, she has triple struck his channel because it's a 3 strikes you're out system, and because he's in jail. Hopefully, if he's still in jail in a week's time, if you don't appeal those in 7 days, you lose your channel. So his channel's going to get deleted.
I got the biggest balls in this community. It is what it is.
I'm a coward. I don't know what to say. It was about me.
Just block the shit out of all the I don't give a fuck. A day will come, and not too far, inshallah, where I'll be able to talk and I'll be able to shred one by one all these motherfuckers who are so obviously playing this game. And I will also verbally and otherwise shred the little mother who started all of this. Until then, I stay silent. Just keep giving enough rope for people to hang themselves with. That's how I'm doing it right now. I've been advised to. But wait, you stupid pieces of shit. Next month, it's a whole new ball game. And next month, one by one, I'm going to be telling everybody over here exactly who the all you pieces of shit are. You, with your skeevy voice and your skeevy face, you're going to be the first one that I expose. You've been exposed. But it seems to me a lot of people don't know the truth about you.
My lack of self-awareness.
I want to make sure you and a lot of the other everybody is up to date on exactly who the you are. Lie about a terminal illness, you loser. Put the tiniest bit of effort into your bullshit and lies, huh?
I'm not somebody you want to have beef with. It's bad optics. You see what I'm saying? This is part of keeping that energy. And so you got to respect it.
Hello, guys. Welcome to anyone watching in real time. Thank you so much for being here. To anyone watching during playbacks, I appreciate you. And to my channel members and patrons, thank you. And to my mods who are always here holding me down, I appreciate y'all so much. Baby, there's just been a little bit going on over the last few days. Currently, at least while I was getting ready, I believe Rosie and Chantel are streaming on Twitch. So there's a lot to look into when it comes to that. Rosie's been popping her shit a lot more on Twitch. I'm here for it. Be messy, child. But today's stream is about Chantel Jr., FFG. I, for one, love when FFG leans in to like that keyboard warrior. Like when she's feeling real safe and real good in that tight hug box, she just starts popping her shit, and I'm here for it. I said, "Ooh, look at this scammer." The criticism coming from a scammer will always be hilarious. Is it a bit annoying? Is it a bit like ridiculous? Like you got the audacity? Sure. But criticism coming from a scammer, tough talk coming from a bitch who had to fake pretty much her whole life story damn near. I find it entertaining. So I'm just like, the line that got me from 2 days ago is when FFG said, she said she had the biggest fucking balls in this fucking community. Wait, but when she said, I said, wait, you know when you hear something, you got to run it back. Wait, the biggest balls in this fucking community? But she couldn't even muster up the courage to tell her viewers that an elderly cat passed. She said she was a coward. She said the community was so feral. What? She can't even be honest about herself, her life. But she has the biggest fucking... I said, oh, baby. I love this. And apparently in January, we're going to get into it. Apparently in January, she's coming for a few heads. She's coming for a few heads. She named a few people. She named a few people. But in January, she's gonna unload the clip apparently, and I am here for it. Now, there's some claims that she made that I'm like, oh, that sounds kind of serious. I hope you bring in some receipts because that's not something small. But we'll see. We'll go over all of that. I said, whew, it is so good. It's so good. It's so good. And then one of her mods said a couple of things that I was just like, we might need to revisit something I've covered in the past. But shout out to her number one lapdog, Lori. Good girl. You gave me more content for tonight. Let me get to some of the support and we'll jump right in because, baby, it's FFG. It's FFG. Oh, she's one of my favorite people to cover these days. Sounds like a you problem. Thank you so much for 10 months. I knew you was going to be looking for that red look. I am going to try a different version because the one that I practiced, I didn't actually like. But thank you. And I am going to get it done. It just might be a different version. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you in Discord. But thank you again for 10 months. What I am wearing on my eyes is actually the Milk Cosmetics smoke session. Speaking of smoke sessions, FFG, those are not working for you anymore. We're going to go over a few things, but whatever this bitch has been smoking, and I said this a couple of years ago, whatever she's smoking hasn't been working. Switch up the strand and go to therapy. The combination will help because whatever that bitch is smoking, it just doesn't work. But yeah, I'm using the Smoke Sessions palette from Milk Cosmetics on my eyes tonight. And this, let me show you one sec. I went in with, hold on, Mean Green and Gravity OG. So I went in with Mean Green for the most part. And then Gravity OG, I put in the center. I don't know if you could really tell on camera, but I did center it with the Gravity OG. It just, of course, because with my internet, you can't really tell. But I promise you, this look actually looks, at least I like it. Let me phrase that. At least I like it. But that's what I went in with. I got it during what's the Black Friday sale? Yes, it was during the Black Friday sales. Shout out to you guys who are always telling me about sales because, buying stuff full price is not cute. Not in this economy, at least. So shout out to you guys. A lot of the palettes I've been buying recently is due to you guys. Like straight up, like, oh, this would look nice. This would look nice. This is on sale. So I appreciate y'all. I joke about my budget and all that, but if it's on sale 9 times out of 10, I'll at least look into it. So I appreciate y'all. Sounds like a you problem. Thank you again for the support. Y'all remember to like the stream. 1 like equals 1 more FFG bombshell. Please like the stream. Because let's be very clear, FFG's brother's still around. Even though FFG is tweeting, and thank you again, boo. Even though FFG is tweeting here and there, very much limiting the replies. That's another thing, which we'll go over. She got the biggest fucking balls, but bitch, you back on Twitter and them replies is limited. That hug box is, please. How many people does she have blocked on Twitter? She wasn't even blocking viewers on Twitter while she was actively acting like she wasn't on Twitter because she knew she couldn't tweet a fucking thing because she just got exposed for being a fucking scammer. If you go in her chat, you're probably going to be blocked if you're critical of her. So the biggest balls in the fucking community. Maybe that means something different in Canada. Sometimes I need to remember that. Maybe that means something else in her area because definitely don't mean what I'm thinking. Nomi, thank you so much for the super chat. Yay, I get to listen while I make Christmas headbands. Ooh, I like that. It's encouraging to know that there are people out there who stand up for others as strongly as you do. Thank you so much, boo. Your channel is a gift that keeps giving. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. I'm gonna always be me, and thank you for those who accept me for me, even the messiness that I am, the delivery that I give. I appreciate y'all for real. Thank you so much. Lil Happy Turtle, tell Rio to make an Amazon wish list, perhaps one that includes a spray to defeat palmetto bugs. Gotta catch the replay. Thank you, boo. The crazy thing is, if Rio made an Amazon wish list, it would be treats, boxes. Yeah, treats, boxes, and probably lasers. He loves lasers. But anything else that I buy him, he'll leave it sitting there and play with everything else. The other day, let me tell y'all, he jumped on my vanity and grabbed one of my makeup brushes. When I tell you, I was about to drop him off at the closest fire station. Baby, no. This ain't Chantel's household. Don't ever play with me like that. And Rio's not that type of cat. So I don't know what got into. What are you doing on my vanity? Why are you grabbing my makeup brushes? I know there's a fire station nearby. Don't play with me. This is a Black household. Don't play with me. But he got it together because I was confused. I was like, what happened? Who have you been watching? I need to stop having him around when I watch Chantel, because as you know, her cute little cat be jumping on the stove and shit. I think Rio's starting to pick up those habits. No. Black household. Don't play. KRH, thank you so much for the gifted membership, Spoo. To the new members, please enjoy. And you do have access to the Discord. Thank you, Boo. Thank you. Acid Girl, I saw your comment and I wanted to make sure I got to it. Hi, Charlie. Love you all the way from South Africa at 1:48 a.m. Thank you so much for being here, Boo. Shout out to you. Throw y'all flags in the chat. Where y'all from? Represent y'all areas. South Africa in the house. I know that's right. Thank you so much, Boo. Thank you so much for being here. Matt, thank you for 29 months. Hey, beautiful, loving my birthday month, December 4th, as you should, and happy belated. I know we talked about it, but happy belated. Please throw Matt some belated love in the chat, please. I know I got a lot of December babies. There's a lot of y'all, because I've been peeping it in the Discord. I'm like, okay, December, come through. I know that's right. And thank you again, Boo. Pat Ray. This is one of my favorite polls. Hold on, let me get some of y'all flags up there. Give me 1 second. Where y'all from? Represent. I love that. Girl, please. And my boo. I love it. Shout out to y'all for real. I know it's different time zones for everything, but I appreciate y'all. Hey, Yaba. Hey, boo. Yaba. Yaba, I do see your live. I'm gonna make sure I'm done with my live before you go live, because baby, I'll be tuned in. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna be on my way out the door, but an AirPod will be in. So there won't be no streaming tomorrow because I need tomorrow to recover, because I'll be back in the house probably in the morning, but I'll be listening in. So for y'all who don't know, Frenchie will be dragged after this live stream as well, because Yaba's going live. I know that bitch hate us. I know she hate us. All that scheming to end up here. Oh, I would hate me too. But Pat Ray, let me close out this poll. It's one of my favorites because I had to think about it, like really, really think about it. And I'm going to close out the poll and then I'll tell you guys my answer. But I had to put a lot of thought. I was just like, So thank you to everyone who voted, 836 votes. Who would you trust more with the details of your personal life, your private life, sorry. 52% said Rosie, 31% said Amber, 11% said Chantel, and 6% said FFG. And you guys are my people, because when I tell you, I was going back and forth in my head between Rosie and Amber. And I would pick Rosie because she's more local to me. Just in case you try to play me, she's more local. Yeah. For me, it was between Rosie and Amber, and I'm just gonna go with Rosie because she's more local. That's the truth. Because I couldn't figure it out between the two. So it's Rosie. It damn sure ain't gonna be FFG. Hell no. Not a chance in hell. Bitch will have me taking a fucking flight. Thank you so much, Boo. Thank you for the support. Back from the most painful surgery. It's gonna be a long, hard recovery. Your streams are helping me cope, Charlie, especially the last one. Thank you. Luby Boo, I hope you have a speedy recovery. Can you send them some love in the chat for me, please? Follow doctor's orders. I'm wishing you a speedy recovery, and just take it a day at a time. Don't focus on the pain. Don't focus on how long you have until you're fully recovered, one day at a time. And even on the hardest days, baby, just remember, you got through it. You're still here. Okay? And thank you so much for being here. Even through all of that, thank you for being here. Sounds like you problem. The look is good, I guess. You owe me a red look still. I got you. I got you. I got you. I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna switch up about it just because I was messing it up. I'm gonna tell you. I will tell you. But thank you so much, boo. And I know I owe you. You and Valentina probably about to be on my head. I know this. I know this. Oh, sorry. I messed it. Wait, did I mess this up? StreamYards has been weird. But let me remove this. Finley, thank you so much for 5 months. So happy to see you again tonight. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you, boo. When I tell you Christmas is around the corner and I still have a couple of things to do, but I feel like I'm at a better pace than normal. Or I'm just lying to myself, so I don't sit here and cry. But yeah, thank you so much for 5 months, boo. Rice Pudding, thank you so much for 10 months. FFG can't even find or take care of her hairline. Also hit the like or your FFG balls. I need FFG to find the date, those vet records. And thank you again, boo, for 10 months. So while she comes back to drag people, because she's supposed to be handing people their ass in January, can we start off with the vet report the day BBJ was put down and then get to dragging people? Because no matter what she says in January, I hope she knows it doesn't change the fact that she's a scammer. That doesn't change. But if she got people to expose, by all means, but that doesn't change. She's still a scammer. I don't know. That's how you know she got yes men around her, because who the fuck is telling her this is a good idea? But I'm here for the entertainment, so carry on, bitch. Carry on. You still a clown ass, fraud ass bitch to me. Travel nurse Luca, thank you so much for joining the welfare fund. Ready, set, EBTs, EBTs, EBTs. Thank you so much, boo. I'm gonna be doing this a lot tonight because when I tell y'all, it's gonna be one of those nights with my friends. But don't worry. I will make sure I'm recovered enough for tomorrow's stream in Discord, because tomorrow we got messy shows to watch. And thank you again, travel nurse. Thank you for joining the welfare fund and doing your part in keeping my black ass off of welfare. Seeing that FFG wanted me on it so badly, it was weird. Dark, thank you so much. Fupa, falafels, and flagged content. Fupa, falafel, and flagged content. Thank you so much for the super chat. That could be referring to so many people, but y'all know how I do. A lot of things go over my head. So thank you so much either way, boo. Fondue Spiteful, thank you so much. Melt items are 50% off till December 15th online. See, that's what I'm talking about. And let me tell y'all, I love Melt Cosmetics. What for me, top 5 formulas on the market. I have this palette. I have the Muerte palette. I actually I got another one during the sale as well. They were hinting at a release, and because my people know, they tagged me, so I was excited. Come to find out, it was a setting powder, a pink setting powder, which is okay. It's still a product that people need, but I was kind of like, I was looking forward to a palette. But then again, I don't need it, but I was just like, that's what you hinted at? The fuck? But thank you again, boo. Thank you for that. Please look into them. Please, please, please. They are worth it. And then on top of that, they're worth it at full price. On top of that, you're getting 50% off. So thank you. Wild Orchid, thank you so much, boo, for 38 months. Charlie, looking beautiful as always. Wife and I are wishing everyone to have an amazing weekend. Thank you. And can you guys send some love in the chat for Wild Orchid? She recently went through a little quick something. She's recovering and she's going to be great. Make sure you still following doctor's orders and wifey's orders. Do not give her a headache, because she's going to tell me. You know she's going to tell me. So if you guys don't mind, please send her some love in the chat. The YouTube Underground, thank you, boo. Thank you for 18 months. When? Remember when we started this, Yaba? When did BBJ pass away? Now we got somewhat of an answer at the end of 2023, but an exact date would be appreciated. But she's a fraud ass, clown ass bitch, so we know chances are we won't get that while she's getting advised. It's probably her daddy advising. That crazy man. You know, if my daddy was if any of my parents was online acting like that, I promise y'all I promise y'all would hear about me. Florida woman bust through mama's door in a Mack truck or a school bus. I will hijack a school bus if I have to get the fuck off Twitter. What are you doing? That's all I'm saying. Oh, thank you, Yaba, for the gifted memberships. Thank you, boo. To the new members, please enjoy. And again, you have access to the Discord. Thank you, boo. Mercury, thank you. Maybe it's the biggest balls inside the lungs. Maybe it's the biggest balls inside the lungs in all of Girl World. You're onto something. That probably makes sense. You are onto something because I didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. I said, girl, are you okay? Is there a new episode of Mob Blobs out? What you been watching that got you like this? I love when she's like this because I've been noticed the pussy ass bitch that she is, and she just puts on for viewers, but it's just like, girl. Oh well. Rancid, thank you so much for 9 months. Damn, if I'd been pregnant when I subbed to you, I'd be having a baby right now. Time sure does fly. Thank you, boo. Could you imagine? Like, some of y'all really been with me for so long, and I appreciate the length of time of everyone who's supported my channel in any way, but 9 months, Bill. What would we name the baby? What would we name this baby? I appreciate you. Thank you so much for 9 months of support. Smug and Smarmy. Smug and Smarmy. Baby, it's late. And I didn't start programming yet, so just show me a little grace. Thank you for the support. All I want for Chanukah is for Charlie to do my makeup. Thanks, Charlie, in chat for making 2025 a little better. Y'all are the greatest. Thank you so much for being here. Listen, you know what's so crazy? Everybody thinks I love doing other people's makeup. It's one of my, I won't say insecurity, but when I tell you doing other people's makeup makes me anxious because I know you have a great expectation and I want to make sure I do a good job. That's why, number one, anytime someone asks me to do their makeup, I don't charge them because, baby, when we add money to that, no. And I have to do like a practice run. But anytime I do somebody's makeup, I'm always nervous, especially because, like, you know, they're probably going to an event or whatever. That's why I keep it like to the family half the time, or like my closest friends. But I appreciate y'all. If I ever did your makeup, though, just know I'm going in giving you a speech. Like, there's only so much I could do. I'm not as great as you guys think. Thank you so much. What I'm going to do is get started with FFG. I'm going to get started with, so this is a bit of a mix. This is the stream from the 6th. I was able to edit it down a bit because what I wanted to focus on is FFG was criticizing Chantel for being misleading with her viewers, which I agree with, in order to get more money out of them. And I thought to myself, girl, if there's any stream you were supposed to skip, it was supposed to be this one. You're a scammer criticizing Chantel. Granted, Chantel deserves to be criticized. Let's be clear. Criticizing Chantel for misleading her viewers so that she could get more money. Did you think this through before you fired up that specific live stream, or no? That you didn't think that one through at all? And I was just listening to it and I just thought to myself, oh, this one lacks a lot of self-awareness as well. And we're going to go over it. And then the stream from a couple of days ago, where she was going through a lot. For anyone who's been tuning into FFG, because I damn sure have been, she's been having some mic issues. It actually sounds like she's streaming from a New York subway that is under construction. And I don't know what's been going on with that, but apparently she's definitely getting that sorted out. And she went and had a few tantrums during that stream. The stream before that, she had to like pretty much rage quit and start up a new stream because her internet is acting up as well. And then she pretty much said someone was possibly messing with her equipment. I want to actually play that and then go into the stream because I was just like, girl, who's tapping into your shit? keep in mind she makes up stories all the time, but I'm just like, ooh, and she sounded so damn angry. I was just like, I'm not the best tech. Y'all know I'm not great with tech. Half the time I need to remember to unmute myself. But it's just like, as frustrating as it is, just girl, relax. I would say smoke something, but that's not working. Okay, let me play this for y'all, and then we'll get into the edit that I put together because I was just like, ooh, is she okay? Someone check up on her. Like, Laura, you out here tweeting, check up on this bitch.
I can't even get it going again. No, it's not her internet. It's either my internet connection or the computer. There's something wrong with there's something wrong with me. I hate technology. I fucking hate technology. I'll tell you guys all about what I had to change all my shit. That's why the fucking mic is fucked, and that's why my fucking connection sucks, and this fucking piece of shit computer. I had to change on everything. Everything. There was a nefarious person who had access to all my shit and who slipped on Twitter and let me know that they still had access from a long distance, remotely, I believe you call it, to my shit. And so I had to change all my shit. And
Who is she talking about? Not this bitch got hackers. Who is she talking about? Is the hackers the reason she didn't have a webcam this whole time? And if she is switching a few things over, is a webcam gonna be included in this new purchase or no? Are we still going with the same lie? It's just like, ooh, somebody hacking her. One thing I've learned to appreciate about FFG is like her storytelling. It if you really just put aside like the disgusting piece of shit that she is, it's just like, oh, so cute and pathetic. Go ahead, girl. Keep telling us about the hacker. They got to her shit.
learning about my new shit, and it's god awful. It's a slow process. My connection is bullshit. This fucking computer is bullshit. It's all fucking bullshit.
See, look at me. See, I'm bad with technology. Couldn't even unmute myself. I just want y'all to listen to that last part. It's all fucking bullshit. Therapy. I just want y'all to listen to that last part one more time.
Is bullshit. This fucking computer is bullshit. It's all fucking bullshit.
Is there a wait list for therapists in Canada? Maybe that's what it is. There's been a wait list for the last like 2+ years. Cause girl, just take a moment. It's all right. It happens. Jesus. Let's get into the stream. Let's get into the stream. Jesus.
I'm very excited to watch this apartment reveal with you guys. I hear that it's not what people were expecting. Based off of the things that she herself has told everybody, based off the things that she was e-begging about. And
Oh, real quick. Hold on. Real quick. Who said it? Because I'm pretty sure she was talking about her brother too, but someone actually, yeah, read. It seemed like she was talking about her brother, but the thing was that with FFG, she's vague, and then she's going on this whole like she's been advised to not talk about certain things, but it did seem like she was talking about her brother because who else would she be talking about? But hopefully, you know, she's gotten better in 2025. Hopefully in 2026 she could really start using names because that pussy ass bitch has been vague for years. It is what it is. A lot is out on the table. Let's just start using names. Because I wouldn't protect nobody, I think, is hacking my shit. But again, she's also a liar. So here we are.
asking them for money for it. Anyway, I don't know. She looks so, I don't know, defeated. That's the best way I can think of it, you know? And her finally revealing the place. Oh shit. If you've seen the way they doxed her, it's indisputable. I mean, I'm not surprised. You know what? She did it to herself, and it took a little longer than I remember we had done a poll. How long would it take before Chantal doxes herself? Because she always does, right? It took a little longer than we thought, but here we are. It fucking happened anyway. So, but I haven't seen it myself on the farms, but I don't doubt it.
The reason I wanted to cover this specific clip, when FFG said, "Oh, I haven't seen it myself on the farms," FFG does this thing where she pretends she doesn't go on those forums, or she'll sometimes do this thing where she pretends like she's watching the stream for the first time. Please, the bitch lives on certain forums. That's where she gets a lot of her talking points. So it's kind of like, girl, why are you acting like you didn't zoom in, take screenshots, probably look at locations and all? Like, please stop. Please stop. It's so weird. Like, I didn't look at it myself. She's probably looking at it in the morning when she's taking a shit. Please cut it out. It's just a weird thing that she does. And I'm just like, girl, your talking points come directly from that forum. But okay.
Yeah, I agree with this. This probably fucked it. She's like, fuck. Alleged fundraisers don't go directly to the place you want to donate. Is there any way you can clarify or explain how it works? Well,
now the reason this comment is so important, and let me read it. Zachary Michael alleged fundraisers don't go directly to the place you want to donate. Is there any way you can clarify or explain how it works? Just so people who are still unconvinced might be less hostile. The issue with that comment is that's not what Zach said at all. I'm going to play the clip of what Zach actually said, and then you'll notice FFG puts up a comment on the screen that is truly disgusting. And what I find interesting about her choosing to highlight that comment on screen is FFG had an issue back when Chantel would say that FFG intentionally did something to her dogs to put them down and was very irresponsible with her dogs that passed. And FFG, rightfully so, was really upset that Chantel said such a thing. So for her to turn around and now highlight the comment that we'll go over in a moment regarding Zach and Zach's dog that passed was hypocritical and disgusting. But it's FFG. Keep in mind, she's going based off of a comment from a viewer that's not true. Because I went back, when I saw that, I was like, that's not what Zach said. Let me go back and look. And then I went back to Zach's video. I'm like, that's not what Zach said. And then I listened to it again. I'm like, that's literally not what Zach said. So let's take a listen.
For all of December, every single stream that we do together, anything that's uploaded to the channel, anything, it's going to be a fundraiser through YouTube for the ASPCA.
That's giving Rachel energy. That's giving Rachel energy, FFG. That's giving Rachel energy. I also want to be clear that if she's doing this through the fundraising tool that's on YouTube, that doesn't mean any money out of her pocket, just to be clear, because I was gonna set something up like this once upon a time, a long time ago, for something completely unrelated. And in my head, I was like, oh, if I set this up as a fundraiser, that means that automatically, my AdSense or whatever is going to go to the organization that I'm donating to, right? And when I realized that it didn't, I was like, well, I don't want to do this anymore. The point of this isn't for me, because really what happens is that it adds a link onto your video, your live stream, whatever it might be, for your viewers to click and donate to said organization. It just provides an avenue, which is still great. It's still great to bring awareness to organizations and things like that. But I just want to be clear, if people think that FFG is sitting over here giving up her slice of the pie, her AdSense money for a whole month, that's not what she's doing. That's not what she's doing. And maybe she's gonna go on to say, I will match whatever you guys raise or something like that. If she does that, great, stunning.
It's
So after watching that clip, where did Zach say this here? That's not what Zach said. Zach was just clarifying, like, the creator still gets to keep their AdSense, because there are a lot of viewers that assumed, and still do, even throughout the internet, that like when creators do these charity funds, like their AdSense goes to the charity as well, and it doesn't. So the reason that was kind of important for Zach to point out, at least in my opinion, is when FFG announced, like, she'd be doing the charity streams all throughout December, one of the things that she said, and I'm paraphrasing, but she pretty much said, like, this is what I want to do. This is what she's going to do. But that doesn't impact her in any way. It actually is coming from her viewers. So in fact, this is what her viewers are going to do to try to make right off of her scamming viewers out of thousands. That's what Zach was pointing out. Like, by the way, like, she keeps the AdSense, because when Zach was going to do that, when Zach discovered like their AdSense wouldn't go towards that, they just was like, okay, I won't do it, because it's only coming out of the pockets of viewers. That was Zach's point. But FFG decided to respond to this comment, didn't look into it, simply believed it. And this is how she responded.
run through YouTube directly. The donate button, you're not donating to me, you're not donating to YouTube. YouTube facilitates between us and chosen charity association, in this case, ASPCA. So it does go directly from YouTube to the ASPCA. And YouTube covers, there's like a donation charge that usually would come out of the donation. YouTube covers the cost even for the donation to be made. I would say that somebody who's never done a fundraiser ever might not know how that works.
But Zach explained it perfectly fine. So, I mean, here we are.
We've done them plenty over here. You can look it up on Google exactly how it works for yourself. But no, the money does go directly to the association involved. Again, maybe if that person had done a fundraiser ever even once, they would know a little bit about it.
Hi, baby.
Now, this is the comment that FFG decided to put on screen. Zachary Michael drugs his dogs so he doesn't have to play with them or walk them. He can get bent. That is the comment that FFG chose to put on screen. That is a lie, and that is very disgusting on FFG's part, especially for being someone who's rightfully upset over the claims that Chantel made about her and her dogs. And what makes it so unfortunate she chose to be this type of disgusting piece of shit, within the same video where Zach mentioned, like, hey, just so you're aware, the AdSense is still kept by FFG, Zach went on to express their thoughts on the care that BBJ might have gotten from FFG. And Zach made it clear that they're not questioning if FFG took care of BBJ. That's not a question in their mind. I want to play that.
Come here. Hi, guys.
So BBJ, every 3 months, as everybody knows, was going to have her urine tested so that they could check out what's going on with the kidneys.
Oh,
So you're at the regular
interesting.
schmegular appointment.
Uh-huh.
They go to take the urine sample.
Sorry. Here's the thing. My stance remains the same about BBJ. She was an old cat. I really highly doubt that FFG did anything intentional to like hurt the cat or like neglect the cat. Like I really do actually believe FFG when she says that she was taking BBJ in to the vet and things like that. I don't have any questions about that unless we for some reason find out something different in that regards. My main issue with this is just that she hasn't been honest. Like my main issue is that it feels like she very clearly was avoiding telling people about BBJ passing in an effort to get to continue to collect on the grift. So that's my issue about it. BBJ was an old cat, so if she's gonna get ready to talk about like kidney issues and things like that, like Judy, my oldest dog, passed from kidney issues because she was an old dog. She was 15 when she passed. So those things make sense. I don't think she's in the wrong for that at all. Like as long as she was doing her best to take care of it, I think it's fine.
No.
Zach doesn't question if FFG took care of BBJ. No question. If there were kidney issues, Zach can relate. And that was Zach's opinion when it comes to the care of BBJ. But here we have FFG now making sure she points out a disgusting lie about Zach and how they take care of their pets. What a nasty, nasty bitch. Let me get to some more of the support. Give me 1 second. Firefox, thank you so much for the super chat, boo. Hey, boo, looking gorgeous. Thank you. Sitting on your booster blankets and swing feet. Love you, Charlie. Charlie Pocket Gold. One day, I'm gonna get a different. I just love this chair. I'm gonna get a different one, and y'all won't be able to use the booster, the booster blanket drag. I don't know what I was thinking that day when I told y'all that, because now I gave y'all that. It's okay though. It's okay. People who are I did not say the height of the day. People who are 6'1" still sometimes sit on booster blankets. Thank you. Where does that happen? I don't know, but I'm claiming it today. Thank you. Ashley, thank you so much for 3 months, boo. I'm loving this eyeshadow color. Thank you. Thank you. Again, Milk Cosmetics. I appreciate you, boo, and thank you for 3 months. Dolly, thank you so much for 2 months. Height. Ooh, you know what? Yes, I'm switching it. Everybody, I take that back. Today's height of the day is not 6'1", it is 6'7". Height today is 6'7". Love you, Charlie. Love you, Chaboo. You seldom fail us. Thank you so much, boo. Thank you again for 2 months. Christina lifts. Hold on. Christina's lifting healing journey. Thank you, boo. Hope everyone is doing well today. I hope you're doing well as well. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Baby, I'm going to have an amazing weekend. I need it. You know, it's one of those weekends where it's just like, baby, you need it. It's one of those for me. It's one of those. So thank you again for, hold on, where is it? 2 months. Elaine, welcome. Welcome to the Gold Cluster, boo. Let me get these pulled up because, of course, YouTube always fail me on the back end. But Elaine, thank you so much for joining the Gold Cluster. Enjoy. The Witch Stacy, thank you so much for joining as well. Enjoy, boo. Enjoy your perks. Just Jamie, thank you for the super chat. I've been subbed since you did ALR's weight loss doctor's diet. I didn't know you've been around that long. Shout out to you. You really did clock her lies. Who would have expected all this mess 6 to 7 years later? Just Jimmy, if you told me this is where we would be years later, even everything that's happened over the last 2 to 3 years, I wouldn't have believed you. I really do believe, like at the time, because that's what was going on, I thought the cycles, Shrimpgate, the I got a dietitian, like I really thought that was it. It was so simple back then. So simple. And thank you again for the support, boo. Mercury, thank you. Maybe her internet is bad because she's in Syria trying to steal another one of Chantel's cats. Could you imagine this whole time she was in Syria? Mind you, this whole time I'm just thinking she probably got Spectrum just like me. That's the truth. But what if she is in Syria? tracking down. Listen, she could easily rent one of them homes out there for like 2 years. What if she tries to DD Chantel? She has the income to do so. She has the income to do so. Who knows? Hopefully she gets all that sorted out because FFG talked too much shit to not figure all that out. Cautious observer, thank you so much for the super chat. If someone was messing with FFG's equipment, at least they could have done was turn on her camera. Thank you. Facts. Just in a middle of the stream, just turn it on real quick. Could you imagine the screen recording and the screenshots that would... Do you guys think she's like laying on her chest the way Rosie does? Like, how do you think she's actually streaming? Like, I know she said she's smoking, but I just imagine her in the most unfortunate position, you know, like her chin spread across her chest or something. I don't know. I just, behind that camera, there's a lot to hide. It's clear. There's a lot to hide behind that camera. If it ever slips on. If I was her, I'd log off for about a month. Because, baby, I'd stay up all night. I'd stay up all night writing down the different descriptions of what comes on camera. Just me though. Travel Nurse, thank you so much, boo, for the most beautiful monetized queen in the land. Thank you so much. It does feel great to be monetized, especially in a space where a lot is changing. And I ain't gonna hold you, it would take me a minute to get on Twitch because I'm sure it's not that hard to navigate, but I like to deliver a certain type of quality content. So it would take some time. Because if y'all haven't caught what's been going on with Rosie and Chantel, it's just like, yeah, I might end up looking like them on Twitch. So, and thank you again for the support, boo. Sweet by, I'm gonna say Sweet Baby, because the way I can't read tonight or any other night. Sweet Baby, thank you so much for joining the Gold Cluster. I appreciate you. Jenny No Pants, thank you so much for 8 months. I appreciate you. There was no message with the milestone, so I'm assuming you just went to send that. Thank you. Oh, my baby Ari, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey, Betty, I've got the guy from uni that I'm into coming over soon to my dorm to watch a show. Ooh, hold on. I remember you talking about him. I clutched. He's so cute, and I don't know how I did it. Love you. Baby, what you mean you don't know how you did it? Did you forget what you look like? Because I do. I remember. Listen, have a great night. Also, tell a couple of people that he'll be over. And I'm not trying to be like disrespectful or whatever, but tell a couple of people he'll be over, and also let him know a couple of people knows he's there as well. And get a picture of his license plate. Thank you. But also check back in with me tomorrow. Enjoy your night, but check back in with me tomorrow because I know you out there. So I appreciate you. Amanda, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm late, but here for this. Please roast this full queen. Happiest holidays to you and yours. Thank you so much, and happy holidays to you as well. I appreciate you, boo. Okay. Ranku, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm sorry, but didn't you beg for money to go to Hawaii for a vacation, Charlie? Who's also a hypocrite? You, ma'am. Thank you, Rampage. Thank you so much for the super chat. And let me just correct you, because everybody could be criticized. Let me correct you. So back in 2016, prior to me being on the platform, I was struggling mentally. I was housebound. I ate myself there. It's my fault. So due to the fact that I was suicidal, someone close to me wanted to launch a GoFundMe for me to get help from a specific group in Hawaii. They actually started the GoFundMe, and because I'm nobody, it didn't raise nothing. This was back in 2016. So a little over 600 was raised. I want to say most of it was by my uncle. It didn't raise shit, so closed it down. You see, that's how it worked. So it wasn't for a vacation. It's just I was struggling mentally. My fat ass ate myself into being over 400 pounds. Bitch couldn't even leave the house. So just to clarify, no. So it's not the same. That's why I'm still sitting here lovely. But if you have different information, let's be clear. I've addressed this many times. And I know this comes back up because a lot of my critics have nothing else. So they have to recycle the same lies. But here's the thing. I am open to criticism just like anybody else. If I'm sitting up here on my platform lying, create a video or pass on the information to a bigger creator who would love it. Because I know you're a very micro creator. So if I'm lying, please expose me. I've said this for years. If I'm lying about that, please expose the fuck out of me. But today we're here to talk about FFG, who's a scammer. We're not in the same league. Me trying to get help in 2016 and failing that, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with knowing there was a GoFundMe launched for me, failed miserably. But you know what? Look, I'm here. Now in 2025, dragging a bitch you don't want me dragging, because I know you want me dragging other bitches. And that's the thing. Instead of trying to, deflect and hope that I drag the person you want to drag, maybe you should take notes, because I do it well. So just wanted to clarify. You can call me out for whatever, but if I need to clear something up, I'll take a moment to clear it up. Not Charlie Gold's booster seat. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining, boo. Thank you for the support. Charlie Gold's booster seat. I see what y'all trying to do. I see what y'all trying to do. Thank you. Alrighty. Mungus, thank you so much for this super chat. As someone who has a dog who needs anxiety meds, I would 100% rather drug my dog than her get so anxious with people in the yard that she shreds her upper lip from barking at the window. Fuck FFG. See, I've never dealt with that with a pet, but I'm happy a lot of you guys understand. And what FFG, the narrative and the lie that she's trying to push, again, she's a piece of shit. And yes, it's fuck FFG. She's desperate and she's pathetic. But let's get back into her and I'll get caught up on the remaining support. Actually, there's not much left. Actually, let me get caught up. I know this is rare for me. Look at me, y'all. I'm on a decent pace, at least in my mind. Danny, thank you so much for 10 months. I'm still waiting for Chris to drop the recording. Baby, you and me both. But I understand he has to go at his own pace. You and me both. Apparently it has to do with BBJ. Whatever it is, it's probably awful. That. Because even back when I first heard about the recording, I didn't understand like what could be so bad on a recording that has to do with the elderly cat that was probably going to pass anyways. But for him to emphasize that recording and how much it would end FFG, and maybe he didn't use the word end, I might be paraphrasing that, but he pretty much said it would end FFG. I would just love to hear what it is. But when he's ready to drop that, he'll drop it. Mercury, thank you so much for the super chat, boo. Counting the times Charlie fell for the 6'7" joke. 2 times at the 6'7". There's a joke with that? I thought y'all was saying I was 6'7". Wait, are y'all playing me this whole time? I thought y'all was saying I was 6. What's the 6'7" joke? Y'all, I'm gonna be 40 in a couple of years. So therefore things go over my head. You young kids be having lingo and jokes and inside stuff from TikTok that I don't understand. Or is the 6'7" joke from like this space? Oh my God. This whole time I thought y'all was saying I'm 6'7". Good to know. Good to know. Thank you for the support. Catherine, thank you so much, boo. The video of BBJ shows FFG was sailing. So, I mean, you remember all that cushion? All that cushion on that weirdly shaped body. I remember. Thank you. Oh my goodness. See, you're not the only one. I don't get it. I don't get it either. See? Not the only reason things go over my head. Is that a short joke? Is that a short? And I'm still gonna say I'm 6'7" today. I'm still gonna say I'm 6'7" today. Cause the way I'm telling you, these kids, they know all this cool stuff, all these inside jokes. I don't know these things. I don't know these things. Shit. Y'all gotta remember, I was born in 88, okay? Dawn, thank you so much. Been in girl world since freshman of high school. Okay. I want to see the update on that age, but it sounds like you're older now, so all right. I'm happy you was quiet back then. You used to watch the girls, now watching reactors. Now watching the reactors get reacted to. I mean, we evolve around here. It's crazy. We evolve around here. And thank you for being here for so long. I'm happy we're older now, but I appreciate you. Well, you know what, Michelle? Hold on. Ma'am, I was born in 85 and I know what it is. You probably have kids who are cool who explain these things to you. I have a cat who won't even kill a palmetto bug for me. Rio don't know these trends. Rio doesn't know these trends. Rio is just tries to take over the house and just get fed, sleep, shit, sometimes tear things up. You probably got some cool kids around you that explain these things. I don't have that so much. You know what I'm saying? So, let's get back into FFG the fraud.
Nobody would have known a goddamn thing if you hadn't like doxed yourself.
If you don't want people talking about things, keep them off your channel. How many years do people have to tell you that before you listen the fuck up? You don't get to show things on this public platform and then decide and pick and choose what we get to discuss. If you don't like something, that means, I don't know, your life is disgusting.
The reason I wanted to play that clip is just a reminder that if FFG didn't actually make a big moment, a spectacle, a show, content out of rescuing BBJ, there would be no questions aimed towards her. Over the last 2 years, there would be literally no questions. Chantel would have closed that door. Her brother would have gotten in the car. They would have kept that to themselves, you know, put BBJ in a better house that's not with a chain smoker and 2 dogs, and no one would have known. This is a talking point because FFG made it content. So when FFG says, hey, could have kept that to yourself, you talked about it on a public platform, same with her.
As usual, as always. What do you mean you did not tell everybody it was a dumpy building to throw anybody off? You told everybody it was a dumpy building because you had them funding this rent, this coming home, this setting up an apartment.
Yeah, I'm sure she.
And to be clear, this criticism, this talking point that FFG has, I agree with. Chantel intentionally made it sound like she was living in the slums. She was struggling. She didn't have certain appliances in hopes that her viewers would donate more to her. I agree with that. The issue is FFG did the same thing with BBJ. Just quick reminder. We're going to listen to this clip. We've played it before. I just want to remind everyone, BBJ was gone at this point. BBJ was dead. But she wanted to give a story time about a gift. Viewers didn't know this, but these elaborate story times, these elaborate tales, these unnecessary story times was in hopes that what? Her viewers would continue to donate towards BBJ.
She loves you just like your former cats loved you. And by that, I mean, hate your fucking guts. But since she just reminded me, y'all, our gift for BBJ for Christmas this year, you know those things they make for cats and it's like a fish and the tail flops around? Okay, so it's one of those, but it's like an updated version of that. It's a shark. Cutest fucking thing. So I hope she really likes it. Don't tell her what we got her till tomorrow. And I didn't have wrapping paper with cats on it, but I had wrapping paper with dogs on it. So I wrapped it over. When I dropped it over at my friend's house, who has BBJ, you know, I wrote sorry on the fucking wrapping paper. So when the cat reads it, she'll know it was no hate. It was just, I don't fuck with cats like that. I don't have cat wrapping paper, but I have dog wrapping paper because that's what I wrap the dog's Christmas presents with. Don't judge me. You know what? To be honest, if all this hadn't fucking kicked off, I don't know if I would have said anything for, I don't even know how long. I really don't. I'm a fucking coward. I don't know what to say. It was about me. And how the fuck was I going to do that? This was going to be a fucking wreck again. And it would be weaponized. I just wasn't ready for it yet. I wasn't fucking ready for it yet.
So
yes, Chantel told those lies to be misleading to her viewers in hopes that she'd get more support, in the same way that FFG told those unnecessary lies in hopes that she would get more support. And keep in mind, when talking about that gift, she made sure to say we got BBJ this gift. You mean the BBJ that was sitting in an urn, probably in arm's reach? That BBJ? That BBJ that she had a specific wrapping paper for and told the friend, mind you, there was no friend because BBJ lived with her. See, again, it's not that scammers can't have opinions. It's just maybe she should have skipped this stream, skipped this talking point. Leave that to other people. A scammer criticizing FFG for this is kind of pathetic. It lacks a lot of self-awareness. Hence the thumbnail. Just saying.
Oh, you tried to like underplay, let's say, the place that you got and how much it was costing and blah, blah, blah.
Anyone messing with us, think of this little creature, okay? She needs a stable home. Are you a pretty girl?
Who's ever messed with her? Ever? What? Like reviews left online? Okay. I guess that's the extent of the messing with, which it is fucked up. The reviews online, fair, but girl, stop it. Take it down a notch.
So Chantel, because she's an idiot, flipped her camera, gave enough of a view for her location to be locked down. And Chantel goes on to say, think of her and the cat, or think of the cat when it comes to messing with her, like her home. And FFG, of all creators, asked who's going to mess with her. The same FFG who showed up to the fashion show, the same FFG who I know got in her car to go track down Chantel and Natter when they were at that hotel, that FFG. See, again, there's certain talking points. Just skip right over it. Just skip right over that one. FFG has tried to put herself in Chantel's life more than anyone in this space. At some point, it seems as though she wants to wear Chantel's skin. So yeah, just skip that. She's a dumb. I was just like, wait, is she hearing herself? No, you're not here. Okay, all right. Maybe I'm the problem. I don't know. Benjamin, thank you so much for 1 month. That clarification about Hawaii was priceless. Looking 8 feet plus tall. Thank you, Bill. Thank you. Sometimes people need reminders. They like to recycle some lies from the past. And hey, if you need a reminder, that doesn't take away from what we're talking about. Just took a few minutes, clarified. And the funny thing is, I'm actually going to clarify something else later on in the stream that came from Lori, FFG's mod. For a long time, I pictured Lori as being like, a warrior for FFG, someone who wants to see FFG win. But when she wrote a specific comment in FFG's chat right after FFG agreed that she can share some words about me, I thought to myself, do you like FFG or are you an op? We'll get into it and you'll see what I'm talking about. But thank you for a month of membership, boo. Thank you. Dawn, thank you so much for the super chat. Been in Gorl World since. Oh wait, did I already go with this? Oh, I went over that. I don't know why. Thank you, Dawn Boo. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm going back over that, but thank you for the support. FFG lays like Jabba the Hutt, probably. I could see it. I could actually see. Ooh, that's so unfortunate. And thank you, Charlie Gold's booster seat. Thank you for the support. Trash NYC, thank you, boo. Thank you for 10 months of membership. 6'7" is Gen Alpha from a Skrilla song. Dude 6'7" pairs with memes about 6'7" basketball player. It became. Hold on. Let me take a screenshot of this. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this because I'm gonna look into this. You know who's gonna know about this? My younger sister. Watch my older sister know too. Hold on. I want. Because now when y'all call me 6'7", I know. Because this whole time I thought y'all were really calling me 6'7". But thank you. Thank you, Trash. You see how much they were sitting up here playing me? And me sitting here cheesing with a whole smile, thinking y'all calling me 6'7". It's okay. Red, thank you so much for the super chat. Ooh, I am old. I graduated high school the year after you were born. Baby, don't call yourself old. It's how you feel. Old Sea Hags at your service, 6'7" queen. Thank you, boo. And you know what? I'm still going to take it as you literally calling me 6'7", and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Thank you, boo. Ashley, this is why she should be running to therapy. Yeah. Don't walk, don't skip, run. And remember, she got them strong looking frog legs, so I think she can run. She looked like a runner. She sound like she's been running from her problems her whole life. So yeah, she a runner. Just Jenny, thank you so much. FFG stands deserve a gold medal for the mental gymnastics they used to defend her. Oh yeah. Imagine if they put that energy into something else. Imagine putting this much energy into defending a lying ass fraud, a fraud who was lying to y'all with her whole chest. But hey, they got to put the energy somewhere. And thank you again, boo. Yvonne, thank you. Tapped, screaming, joking, all while BBJ is gone. All while BBJ is gone. And I know you guys bring this up a lot, and I believe you are right, but it does probably play a part. Outside of her unfortunate looking features, it probably does play a part in why she's not on camera. It's probably easier to lie behind an avatar than seeing the creator's face. And thank you again, Yvonne. Mercury, thank you. Did y'all see the video made by an alleged neighbor at of Chantel? FFG must be nervous that a new stalker that isn't a scammer is around and making videos. That bitch probably, she needs to be nervous about some other shit. And Mercury, I did see that, and my opinion doesn't change on that. That's actually weird. If you so happen to end up, living next to Chantel, it is what it is. It just worked out that way. I do think it's weird. It's just like I saw the video where they made the video to show Chantel like the floor and in between why do all that? You live next to the girl, you live next to the girl. It is what it is. I just think it's weird. And it's attention seeking. Just like I knew a viewer who happened to, and I think it's either they tweeted about it or they wrote about it somewhere else. They happened to recognize Amberlynn's kitchen very well because they knew someone who happened to live in Amberlynn's building. They didn't make a big deal out of it trying to get Amberlynn's attention. That's weird. It's just weird. If you live right next door to Chantel, okay. If you live in the same city as the bitch, it is what it is. Just chill. Sit back, watch. Pointing that out does what? You just look weird. But here we are. Sounds like a you problem. You know you are 3-7. Girl, you mixed up you using an Android again tonight. You meant to say 7-3. Thank you, boo. Thank you. It is giving 7-3 tonight, but we're gonna stick to 6-7. We're gonna stick to 6-7. And girl, figure out that Android. It's putting these crazy typos in there. To y'all Android users, my heart is with y'all. And I know I'm about to get dragged in Discord for saying that Android comment. I know this. Let's get back into FFG.
You said, don't mess with our home.
What did I lie about not having a dishwasher to throw people off so that I don't get doxxed?
Stop it. Stop it. That's insane. You think a dishwasher is going to be the thing that gets you doxxed? Or were you just asking for a dishwasher to pocket that dishwasher money? Sounds like it.
Now, when FFG made that comparison, the first thing that came to mind is her going on and on about how the community was feral and how she couldn't come forward when she thought she would get heat about an elderly cat passing. Just how Chantel sounds ridiculous saying that, talking about the dishwasher possibly getting her doxxed, the idea that majority of the community would be feral and blame her and be so upset with her if a cat that was over 20 years old passed. You see how both these clowns sound stupid? You see how that doesn't make sense? A cat that's over 20 years old passing makes sense. At what point, was she going to pretend that BBJ was 40 and still living? Just like Chantel sounds like a fucking pathetic loser, a liar over the reason she was telling her lies. FFG sounded stupid as well.
I just kept waiting because I don't know. You guys know how fucking feral this community is, okay? And I'm not trying to get all ooh woo me. I'm being straight with you guys. This community is fucking feral, and things have been fucking out of control for months now.
I would say F the haters and keep doing what I'm doing without being worried about anyone, and they can all sit and spin. Good luck, Chantal, please.
Listen to this right here. So a viewer told Chantel, like, fuck the haters, keep it pushing, brush it off, whatever. Chantel agrees. I want you to listen very closely to this. Listen to FFG's response in the amount of self-awareness she does not have in this moment. Please listen.
Stupid fucking comment. This is so stupid. They're such idiots. How do they gas this bitch up still? I don't fucking understand. Just ignore the haters. Tell them to sit and spin. Okay. How many times can you say somebody's such a fucking idiot? And how many years can somebody play you and you don't wake up? I don't get it.
FFG finds it ridiculous that Chantel still has these viewers hyping her up after years of playing in their face, lying to them, manipulating them, deceiving them. Like, who are these idiots? FFG has them in her community. FFG's chinians are beezers. So when she said this, I was just like, girl, you don't realize that's what you have? And that's what she wants. Let's be clear. She made sure to keep that hug box tight. But I'm just like, girl, the same type of beezers hyping her up to keep it pushing and ignore the haters are the same chinians who are doing the same with FFG. Ignore the people calling you out for your scamming. Ignore the people who've called you out all these years for your proven lies. Ignore them. We love you, Frenchie. We love you. How is that any different? I'm just like, girl, what were you on during this stream? Out of all streams, she should have skipped this one. I'm sure there will be others down the line, but baby, skip this stream. Skip it. That's the truth. That's the crazy part, Jamie. It is worse. That's why I tweeted what I did. The hug box that FFG created is one that Chantel can only dream of. That's what Chantel had in mind when she was creating her hug box. What FFG got over there on her channel with her chinians. But listen, before we continue, we're going on a quick break.
Having a mental health crisis. Please, someone save me.
Got a shopping cart? What the f is this?
You piggy pig pig. Oink, 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 motherfucker.
Porcahontas.
Oink, oink, bitches. Do I look like a giant baby?
You ain't got enough of this fever, I know, I know. Nothing would remain and you don't wanna go, so go. Cause you're picking your place, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end. Don't you know what happens to dreams you don't follow? They crumble. You know I can't stand what you're getting so hollow. So go. Cause you're taking your place, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you be your friend. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, meet you at the end.
Hold on. Hold on, look. This comment took me out. Stephanie said, I'm going to reach out to the artist and let them know that you're using her song to slowly torture us. This is not torture, Steph. This is bonding. This builds character. It gives us a break. It just, there's so much positivity. You're looking at the negative. I don't know, that made me laugh so hard. Laugh so fucking hard. Oh, thank you for that laugh. Thank you. The chat never fails me when it comes to breaks. Firefox, thank you for the support. You just traumatized the boyfriend. No, see, that's the thing. Firefox, you gotta let him know, like, from the outside, it looks concerning. But once, like, he really actually have him watch it 4 times, he'll feel stronger. He'll get it then. You see what I'm saying? Play it back a few times, and then he'll feel, and then he'll get it. He'll get it. Not the goth girl saying character. Yes. And I practiced that. I was like, how do I sell this to my viewers? Yes, it builds character. It clears your pores. It's good for your skin. It's good for the soul. I practiced that. See, if FFG would practice her drags and maybe even practice her lies a bit better, maybe it would sound as convincing. Okay, let me stop. Focus. We're going back into FFG. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Sorry. Last one. Where'd it go? Hold on. Not Charlie trying to teach people how to condition people into being okay with the torture. I'm calling the UN. Yo, one day I'm for real gonna get canceled over the fucking breaks. One day it's gonna happen. They gonna cancel the fuck out of me. Oh my God. Hold on. Sloan, don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna get back into FFG, but I got you. I'm just, listening to my viewers. I'm just listening to my viewers. Let's get back into FFG.
I guess you just came in because I just said it literally less than 5 minutes ago. Why January? Because this month is a charity fundraiser. We're doing it all month long.
Jumping into this, I should have explained a bit better. This is from the stream from a couple of days ago. FFG was going off, honey. She said she was in a mood. She said she's going to be dragging people in January. And then there was a viewer who asked, like, wait, why January? And she goes on to explain. So just be clear, y'all. Buckle in. January sounds like it's going to be busy over on FFG's channel. So that means it got to be busy over here. I do find it interesting though. And I do wonder if she'll be busier with content in January rather than this month, seeing that majority of the support is going to charity. Mind you, she's the one who wanted to do that. FFG used to be a lot more present on the platform, but during the month, that majority of her support will be going towards charity, she seems to be a bit absent. Interesting.
And when I really pop off and say what I have to say about all these motherfuckers, the streams are going to be demonetized, struck. It's gonna be a bloodbath. Okay, so I don't want that to happen this month because I don't want these like charity streams going down. They can do their fucking worst in January. I don't give a shit. Because I never strike anybody ever. That's a fucking pussy move, and I'm not a pussy.
So FFG is under the impression that it will be a bloodbath on her channel next month. It's going to be so bad that apparently people are going to strike her. Her words. And then someone went on to comment something, and she goes on to say, like, she's never struck anyone. And when she said that, I'm like, does she mean recently she's never struck anyone? Keep in mind, maybe she has her reasons for striking these creators. That's for her to answer. But sometimes she says these statements with her whole chest. And it's just like, I know I don't talk about everything I've collected over the last couple of years, but sometimes when she says these things, I'm like, girl, I know that's a lie. Do you remember that's a lie? It reminds me of when she says, like, I've only doxed this one person. And it's just like, girl, I have a whole folder of people you've doxed you've shared. Like, why do you say these statements like this? That's one of the concerning things about FFG. She will say certain things as a matter of fact, and it's just like, well, that's a lie. I know that's a lie. So let's go over some of the copyright strikes that she has issued. And one in particular, I know there were a few people who are confused during the intro. The voice you will hear is of Dell. Dell, who is still very much active in FFG's chat. I believe Dell might be a mod. I believe, but either way, Dell used to be one of FFG's #1 warriors and lapdogs on Twitter, baby. But she has since shut down her Twitter account. And for anyone wondering where this recording is from, it's from Rachel's Discord. It was part of the receipts that I received. Dell was wanting to spill tea in Rachel's Discord, and one of the things she was talking about is how, and these were Dell words. I don't know if Dell was lying, but according to Dell, one of FFG's #1 lapdogs, is that FFG was striking Natter back to back while Natter was locked up in hopes that it would take down Natter's channel. Now, let's be clear, it will always be fuck Natter. But if this was to be true, giving that type of attention to Natter, especially a Natter that she was supposed to be terrified of, I don't know if that would be the wisest thing, but hey, FFG is going to do what she want to do. But let's go into this whole she's never struck anybody thing.
I would never make that kind of a puss move. You can say whatever the fuck you want about me. You can put up your fucking thumbnails until the end of time. I don't give a shit.
So this first copyright strike was, at least the one that I documented, was Pew Pew Tasha. Pew Pew Tasha, I want to say it was like maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, started to actually criticize FFG. Now, I did follow this a bit, and I remember Pew Pew kind of poking at FFG like, oh, I know you're going to strike me. I know you're going to strike me. I remember some of that. And then FFG went on to strike her. Why you would give an online troll who wants that attention, why you would give them that attention, Not sure. But PP went on to post where FFG struck her. Oh, and to be clear, I didn't mention this. She struck PP Tasha twice. And then we're going to go into this creator here, Anna Nicole. Anna Nicole is a creator who gets criticized a lot in this space, understandably so, due to who she used to be cool with. FFG went on to strike Anna Nicole twice, and Anna Nicole put up a community tab post about it and pretty much spelled it out like, I'm gonna just let these fall off because I'm not giving her my information. For those who may not remember, Anna Nicole is also the creator that FFG was actively doxing on Twitter, and I went over that in the past. So I just want to point out again that this is just another time she struck creators. The same FFG who just said 2 days ago she would never strike anybody. That's a puss move. She's not a pussy. So seeing that I'm now reminding people over the years that she does strike, I guess I was correct in my assessment of FFG a couple of years ago. She's a pussy. See, I'm happy we're on the same page. She said she's not a pussy because she wouldn't do such a thing. I am here showing you she would do such a thing. And this is not to defend these creators. Maybe she had a reason to strike them. I don't know. But FFG's a pussy. Been saying that.
Okay, so Nada is currently in jail, as far as we know.
And I want to repeat, this is Dell. And if you look in the middle of the screen, you'll see before, the recording plays, Dell is in Rachel's Discord and says, who wants a little bit of tea? And then there are a few creators that say me. And Dell goes on to say this.
Every time Frenchie ever so much as breathes Nada's name, he strikes her. He fucks with her channel. She did that live stream about him Tuesday night and it's still up. So presumably he's still in jail. This weekend, she has triple struck his channel because it's a 3 strikes you're out system. And because he's in jail, hopefully if he's still in jail in a week's time, if you don't appeal those in 7 days, you lose your channel. So his channel's going to get deleted.
I got the biggest balls in this fucking community. It is what it is.
Now, why would FFG poke at Natter like that? And keep in mind, Natter has struck my chin, I want to say, about a dozen times. In no way would I want to give Natter that type of attention. Now, if FFG's friend, and I apologize for that laugh, I don't know what that was coming out of Dell, but she can answer for that, girl. You sound crazy. But either way, I would never give Natter that type of attention. Not at all. If Dell is lying for some reason, I mean, this was literally July of this year she said that, so hey. And the clip you just heard is FFG saying she has the biggest balls in this fucking community. I want to remind y'all of just, what was it, a couple of weeks ago? On the 21st of November. This is FFG having the biggest balls in this community.
I'm a fucking coward. I don't know what to say. It was about me.
Just fucking block the shit out of all the fucking hoes. I don't give a fuck. No, I don't want to say no one cares, but we're moving forward, as we said, and you hoes can stay behind. But I'm also not staying quiet. And one
before we get to that clip, FFG, her word, she was a coward, couldn't be honest about, an elderly cat passing, couldn't even be honest that the cat was living with her the whole time, has had to make up so many story times about her life. Claims she has the biggest balls in the community. The same FFG who is now encouraging her mods to block viewers who are critical of her. A couple of years ago, FFG would call that a hug box. But she has the biggest balls in the community? No, she's the biggest pussy in the community. That's why when she tweets, you can't actually respond below it. That's why if you go to any of FFG's tweets, 9 times out of 10, one of the only few people who are able to respond is Lori. And it's just like, in her area in Canada, what is the definition of big balls? Because a lot of her behavior over the last few years, all I see is a pussy. A pussy who's trying to convince strangers on the internet that she's anything but that. And now we got tough talking. You know, she's securing the hug box again. So she's going back to that online persona where she's going to be dragging people bitches. Let's listen to some of the people she'll be dragging.
By one by one, we're going to talk about all these motherfuckers. And I guarantee you, most of them are going to strike me pussies.
No.
Laura,
those
you can
don't
say
go
whatever you
together.
want, girl. You got a real way with words. I love it.
It's important you hear this. So, Lori, if you look at the screen, it says, "Can I say a few words to Chuck?" For those who don't know, over the last few years, for whatever reason, my nickname is Chuck. Apparently, I'm supposed to resemble a man, so I've had the nickname Chuck from a certain group of people. They've called me Chuck over the years. So Lori is asking, like, can she say a few words to me? So FFG is gonna be dragging a few people, and Lori has a few words for me. Listen, I don't even have Lori blocked on Twitter. If she wants to criticize me or whatever, by all means, she has every right to. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. So FFG said, yes, absolutely. Criticize her because Lori has a way with words. Right after FFG said that to Lori, like, okay, go ahead, girl. Lori wrote this in the chat, and it was a little confusing for me. It was just like, Lori, why would you say this?
It sucks posting for nothing. You know?
For anyone not looking at your screen or your device, what Lori wrote in chat is, Charlie Gold also paid for May's ticket to Canada, and she tried to blame it on Frenchie. I'm going to repeat. Lori said Charlie Gold also paid for May's ticket to Canada, and she tried to blame it on Frenchie. When I saw her write that, I was just like, wait, is this the way with words that she's referring to? Because that's a bold-faced lie. If anyone's been around for a while, you know I debunked that like several times. Because FFG was going around telling people that I set her up to look bad in the May situation when, in fact, that was a bold-faced lie. And thankfully, I was smart enough back then when I started looking at them sideways to start documenting some things. So in my mind, I'm like, is Lori a supporter or an op? Because now I'm going to do a quick history lesson once again. I want to repeat, I'm open to criticism, but you should probably stop lying because that doesn't help at all. So let's quick history lesson because I've gone over this in detail, but just a quick history lesson. I've had nothing to do with May. I've actually never even spoken to May. May Anderson, the woman who allegedly was raped by Natter. I made it clear I didn't want to touch that because I didn't believe rape was tea. It was simple. And when FFG and Justine was getting backlash, for some reason, FFG was upset I didn't get backlash. Why would I get backlash? And then she ran with the lies that I set her up. I want to just point out a quick example of how FFG was doing it back then, but because she's the pussy that I know she is, she wasn't saying my name. It was after some of her friends came forward to me and they're like, hey, by the way, she's saying you set her up. That's when it started making sense. That's why she was so vague in these tweets, because if she did say my name, then I would have come forward and been like, girl, What are you talking about? Let's clear this up. So let's take a quick look. For example, this tweet here. When she was responding to DC Media Girl, she said, "You wouldn't be talking about the May video, would you? Are we ever going to talk about how a hater nation bitch set me up to be live that night and how that person knew all about May long before any of us did and has sat by for months while people think I was somehow involved. Fuck you." It was wise of FFG to not say my name because who set you up? Where? Want to show a bit more.
Crack Noir, thank you so much for the super chat.
And this is a reminder of when someone did super chat FFG and she completely denied knowing anything about May. As a matter of fact, if she knew anything about May, she would have washed her hands with the situation. She doesn't want nothing to do with that. Look at how confidently FFG says this.
There is speculation that you and Justine conspired to be the first to break the news on the incident because of how little views it had. Well, that's just not true at all. I knew nothing of this woman. I was sitting here live and I got a link sent to me on Twitter. I knew nothing of this bullshit. Hell no. And I'm going to be totally honest with you guys, okay? If I had known about this shit, I would have kept my fucking hands clean.
FFG is going to be totally honest with her viewers. If she had known about May Anderson and what was going on, she would have kept her hands clean. She wouldn't have touched that. Well, here's a screenshot from the Discord, Justain's Discord, where a lot of creators were in there, along with May Anderson. And you'll see two names circled, FFG and May Anderson. And at the very top, the cheesecake brownie fupa, that's me. Because I went in the Discord to talk to Justine when she told me about the May situation. I said, fuck no, I'm not touching this. You don't touch it. And due to Justine's response, which seemed a bit shocked at my response, something told me, take a screenshot of the people in the Discord. Thankfully, I did that. But that's not all I have. Hold on. So we have French Fried Girl, the top circle, May Anderson, the second circle. Again, I'm the one up top. That's why I'm highlighted, because I'm the one taking the screenshot. That's me up top. I went into the Discord. Justine wanted to talk to me. I said, fuck no. No, thank you. So that's French Fried Girl and May in that Discord. And I know you're probably thinking, girl, that don't even mean she acknowledged her. That don't even mean she ever talked to her. You're correct. You're correct. That doesn't mean she talked to me. What shows that she talked to May was when another creator in this space who was in the same Discord heard FFG denying ever speaking to May, ever knowing about May. She went back to her notifications, her emails, where it clearly shows FFG knew of May. Let's take a look. Let me read this before it plays. This is Rose Thorne, and she says something interesting. Frenchie swears she didn't know or talk to May, but I'm still part of Justine's Discord, and even when I'm not there, I get email notifications of things said in there. I got this. Let's see what she got. Now, that doesn't look as clear in the recording. I just wanted to make sure the recording plays through, but I made sure to put a more clear screenshot for you. One moment. And before we go to the screenshot, she also wrote, and there are further receipts that Frenchie said she never talked to May. I got this and I said nothing, but it doesn't look good. That there are some lies going around. Now imagine if that reactor wasn't getting those screenshots, wasn't in that Discord, wasn't getting those email notifications. The lies that Lori, even years later, tries to spin might work. Thankfully, I'm good at documenting. Thankfully, I'm good at receipts. So thank you again, Lori. You gave me the opportunity to do a quick history lesson. So hopefully we choose a different lie. Let's not go with that one. But let me show you the screenshot. So this is May, and you see Rose Thorne at the top because, it's her notification. She's taking the screenshots. That's May. And then the second person is French Fry Girl. May, you're so brave. I'm so sorry for what you've been through. And then you see Maya, who's a different reactor, or was a different reactor in this space. FFG knew of May. As a matter of fact, FFG spoke to May. When FFG is in a space where she could possibly be criticized, even though I genuinely believe most viewers would have understood her wanting to speak to May, wanting to speak to a victim, FFG's default is to still lie. There would have been people who probably would have been like, hey, why didn't you just tell her to go to cops? Why did you engage with this? You got too involved. But there's still grace in that. There's still enough to say, you know what? It was a mistake. Just moving forward. Just don't do that, girl. She could have easily been like, yeah, talk to her. I felt bad. But you know what? Looking at it now, maybe it was best that I just told you to go to the authorities instead of, the content that was put out about it. Instead of pretending I knew nothing about it and acting surprised when just saying drop the link in my chat. Maybe I should have just gone about it differently. But instead, her default is just to lie. And one of the lies that FFG told was that I set her up. Why would you do that? Bitch, are you dumb? But remember, in that clip from earlier when she answered the super chat, she's being honest. She's being honest with y'all. She wouldn't touch it. And now we got her mod years later talking about I paid for a flight for May Anderson to go to Canada? Girl, where did you get that from? And then I had to remember, oh, wait, that rumor was circulated about FFG back in the day. FFG talked about it herself when she was messaging her former friend Lauren while talking shit about Just Saying. Here's a quick reminder. Remember these here? When her friend was asking how she was, and she said, horrible, I'm being blamed for this May thing. When it was 100% Just Saying, I warned her to stay out of this shit. She didn't listen to me, and now she's staying silent while I take all the shit that should be going to her. I'm livid. And I'm reading from the gray bubble in the middle. FFG so mad at Just Saying for not taking all the blame. She had nothing at all to do. Interesting. And in the following screenshot here, I want you to look towards the bottom. She goes, and now everyone's trying to blame me like this was some conspiracy. I even paid to fly May Anderson to Canada to meet him. I'm the one who did all of this, and she's staying quiet. So there was a rumor that FFG paid for a flight for May Anderson to fly out to meet Natter. Never knew where that rumor came from. I actually never believed it. Do I know she knew about what happened? Obviously, but I don't know where that stemmed from. Those text messages are from 2021. And now we are in 2025. And Lori, her mod, is trying to push a narrative that I pay for May Anderson's flight to Canada and blamed it on Frenchie. That is a very serious accusation. It's a lie, but my point is, that's a very serious accusation. So in January, I hope she follows up with a receipt. something. I know it doesn't exist, clearly, but when you make bold claims like that, lies like that, it fucks with your credibility. It's one of the reasons FFG credibility has been going down the toilet. Because when she's upset with people, she will make the most disgusting lies or just repeat lies that stem from years ago. You can dislike someone and just point out the fucked up things that they did. You don't actually have to make up disgusting lies. I've never spoken to Mae Anderson. I went into Just Saying's Discord. I spoke to Just Saying and then I left. I didn't speak to anyone. And if there is even a screenshot of me waving, drop it. So I paid for a flight for someone I've never spoken to, never wanted to be involved with. Okay. See, January with this supposed dragging that she'll be doing, it will only work out in her benefit if she actually brings receipts with her claims. Or else it just looks like what it does today. Just a lot of deflection and anger, misplaced anger at that, because FFG is receiving the backlash and the criticism that she's receiving due to her actions. So receipts, please.
Sushi. I want to go for sushi, but it's expensive. It's like 30. It's like $30.
Was that her low key? Like, somebody PayPal me $30 for sushi. Oh, Del, you didn't see? They have diversified. They've all started talking about me now. Well, not all, but some. I know that little piece of shit gnome didn't really bring his fucking hustle. You know what? It's probably a fake one, but just in case it's a real one.
Now, this is something I want to be very clear about. She's going on to talk about garlic bread. And she's going to make a very serious claim in saying that garlic bread allegedly lied about having cancer. I've made it no secret. I watch a lot of different drama in this space. I just keep it to myself. I just be watching. I'm just like, oh, what's going on over here? This is a claim that I've seen circulate for some time. The problem with this, I've never seen a fact like where it's a clip of garlic bread saying I've had cancer, or maybe a community tab post or something. From what I remember when I was following this, because I was just like, who lied about having cancer? I don't give a fuck who you are. Who the fuck lied about having cancer? Because I hate that shit. There's a list of lies that people tell online that I feel you can't redeem. You're irredeemable. One of them, in my opinion, is when people lie about having cancer. It's one of the reasons I will never wish no good on Boogie 2988. Fuck him. I hate that shit. So when I first started hearing those whispers, I was like, oh, let me tune in. What is this? I don't know garlic bread. I've never spoken to garlic bread. As a matter of fact, what was it, like a year and a half, 2 years ago, I had criticized him over the whole mess that happened with like Jessica Mesca and Breezy, laughed about that, whatever, kept it pushing. But this was serious. So I'm like, when I first heard about it, I was just like, oh, hell no. Did you do this? So I'm tuning in. And I'm mostly seeing stuff about like he hearted comments and stuff. And I'm just like, wait, no, hold on. You got to have a little more than this. Mind you, I'm watching it and everything. And I'm just like, I'm a viewer. I didn't tweet. I didn't nothing. I'm just watching it. And we fast forward to now, and FFG is repeating it on her platform. The issue I have is I still have not seen anything that like clear cut shows garlic bread saying I had cancer. And the reason I want to make sure I address this a certain way is because if that exists, show it. I still haven't seen it. Just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. But the concern that I have here is the pattern of behavior that FFG has. When she dislikes someone, she will throw out very dangerous and disgusting claims. And sometimes it's actually coming from people that she used to hate. And she's repeating those claims and those lies that still have not been proven. And I want to repeat, I haven't seen anything. If it exists, then she needs to show that. Me, hearing the clip, what did I do? I took my ass right over to Garlic Bread's channel. I said, oh, does he know she's saying this? I saw a video, I clicked on it, and I listened. I said, what does he have to say about this? And the summary is no, he never made that claim. He was dealing with a serious health issue that was pretty serious to him. He expressed it to his viewers back then. I think it's when he was in like the Madden community or some shit. You know, the one that he used to like be in the same space with your mama. And that's not what he said. And I'm just like, oh, I mean, so he's saying that's not true. So this is where FFG needs to follow up with facts. Because I saw a comment where a viewer asked FFG, like, can you show some receipts? And FFG said something like, go to the farms. No, bitch. You take your fat ass to the farms, your lazy, unemployed ass to the farms, and pick up those receipts and show people. This ain't no, oh, you could just go to this forum and look into it. No. If it's there, screenshot and present it. Or if it's a video, download the video and present it. That is not a small claim. That's not a small claim to say someone sat their ass on the internet and lied to their viewers and said they had cancer when in fact they didn't. That is something you need to prove. This is the same FFG who went on in the past repeating lies. Again, she likes to repeat talking points from known liars who are full of hate themselves. Went on to say, I ran the GoFundMe scam. That didn't happen. She made up a whole lie about a conversation to try to paint me as an anti-Semite. That ended up being a lie. Thankfully, I was able to prove that. You can dislike someone without hurling, repeating, or making up disgusting lies. And I want to be very clear. This is not me going to bat for Garlic Bread. I don't know that man. I side-eye him a couple of times in the past. But I could sit here and say, yo, you don't got to fuck with Garlic Bread, but can you maybe not do that? And if that is true, show us all, show me. I'll be front and center to see the proof where Garlic Bread lied about having cancer to his viewers. I would love to see it. Genuinely, I would love to see it. I ain't going back for shit. If that exists, show that shit in 4K. Show the fuck out of those receipts. The issue, if FFG does not show those receipts, once again, she's chipping away at her credibility. That's all I got to say with that. Because when I make certain claims, baby, I show receipts. You can't question shit over here. That's why so many of y'all try to deflect, you know? But to say someone lied about something that's serious, yeah, please show those receipts.
Don't you have some fucking, chronic fucking injury, or that's not even an injury? You fucking lied about dying. You said you were dying. You led your community to believe that you were dying. Okay? Gorlick fuckface, get the fuck out of here, you piece of absolute shit. Fucking preying on the women in this community. Hey guys, what's up, you guys? Watching your fucking views and subs and making a fucking ass out of yourself, you fucking gnome piece of shit. Okay? You lied about having a terminal illness. Get the fuck out of my face. And wait,
real quick, because I'm really bad at keeping up with chat. I'm going to say this as respectfully as possible, because I do see Garlic Bread in chat. I'm going to say this as respectfully as possible. I know it's hard to possibly hear lies being told about you, especially serious ones, but I want to remind you of who I am. To the past several years, honestly, to the past like 5 years, there's been many lies, disgusting lies, told about me. And one of the reasons I stopped trying to prove certain shit and I sat back and let people show their ass is because I knew I was telling the truth. I'm not going to go in people's chats, especially a platform that's not my own, and start going back and forth with their viewers. If you know you ain't lying, sit the fuck back and wait for FFG to show her ass. I want to repeat, this is not the first time I've heard about the cancer thing. But I could be honest, no matter the criticism I had of you, Garlic Bread, in the past, and say, you know what? They ain't shown nothing that showed me that you said that lie. I did hear the part about like, you thought you were really sick, you thought you were dying. That doesn't equal cancer. It's a very serious claim to make. Even though you may be upset, I get that. That's a disgusting thing to say. I'd be upset as well. Do not come on my fucking channel and my platform going back and forth with people. If you know you're not lying, you know you're not lying. And this is the same person, me, that for years people were going around lying, saying I had some fucking DUI. I never had a DUI in my life. And you know why I had to learn to let it fly? Because I knew I was telling the truth. And I like to let people continue with their lives, continue to see how far you take it. And at the same time, I was losing support. I was losing all of that. But I had to eat that because I knew at the end of the day who the fuck I was. So don't come on my platform and my chat doing this shit with my viewers. We share viewers. There might be some of your viewers who don't fuck with me. There might be some of my viewers who don't fuck with you. You know what I do? I don't go to your channel and do that shit. If you know you're not lying, if you know that these pieces of shit are lying, sit the fuck back and wait for it to play out. But don't come in my shit and go back and forth with people. Don't do that over here. I'm very respectful of other people's platforms, even if I don't fuck with you. So the same respect that I put out there, make sure you bring it back over here. So you could sit here and engage with the content and all that, but don't do the back and forth with my viewers. That's a respect I've had for a lot of people in this space. So learn to have the same respect for me. Because the last thing you want is me speaking back on you. Because I don't do what these bitches do. Thank you. Back to FFG.
Garlic not. Garlic no balls. Wait, okay? Because this month we're busy. We're doing the fundraisers over here. Next month it's a whole new ball game. And next month, one by one, I'm going to be telling everybody over here exactly who the fuck all you pieces of shit are. You, with your fucking skeevy ass voice and your fucking skeevy ass face, you're going to be the first fucking one that I expose. You've been exposed. But it seems to me a lot of people don't know the truth about you. I want to make sure you and a lot of the other motherfuckers, everybody is up to date on exactly who the fuck you are.
And to repeat what I said earlier, we'll be sitting and waiting. Because let's be very clear. Let's pretend for a second FFG comes forward with something that proves without a shadow of a doubt that happened with Garlic Bread. Let's pretend for a second. I hope she knows that still doesn't change the fact that she's a scammer. But if she wants to expose people, go ahead. But we want receipts. Not claims, not liked comments. No. Receipts. Because she's talking a big one. And I will be one of the many people waiting. She's going to expose that, expose it. That doesn't stop her from being exposed, though. So.
Lie about a terminal illness, you fucking loser. No, you're right. I never said anything about him. And I also never said anything about Just Breezing, the absolute dipshit. Just boozing today, just boozing tomorrow, just boozing forever. Who got a...
And I just want to, and this is not me coming at you, Prison Becky. I just want to say this. Garlic didn't start it. You guys should stop. Let me explain this to you. And a lot of my opinions come from my own personal experience. And this is not me coming at nobody. I'm just giving you my perspective. If you in a chat and the viewers start coming at you, I get that. That's tough. There was times I used to be in Yabba's chat. Sometimes it was a couple of Yabba's mods coming at me. You know what I did? I stepped back. They don't fuck with me. I step back. It is what it is. It is what it is. I try not to engage in those type of back and forths in other creators' spaces because it could fuck with their space. It could derail the chat. It could derail the content that the creator's trying to discuss. So even if somebody was coming at him, you know what? Go ahead. Go ahead. Carry on. Carry on. I used to do that a lot. Like, that's why for a while there were certain chats I just didn't even enter because the minute I was in the chat, there was something coming at me and I was just like, "Oop, let me back out." It's not that I can't defend myself, it's me. But to do it in their space, it could come off as disrespectful. So that's why I didn't. I just started going back in Yabba's chat, what was it, like a few weeks ago? It's cool. It's cool. But for a little bit when we had our issue, I just didn't. All right. You know what? This is your space. It's y'all viewers. This is your space. So if I want to pop my shit, I'll just do it on my platform. I just don't want to derail what you got going on. So that's why I said what I said in the way that I said it. It's not that what garlic bread is going through is foreign to me. Baby, I'm the blueprint to that. I know exactly what it's like to have those people tell lies. I know exactly what it's like to have those people dig into my life. You just got to approach it differently. Does it suck? Sure. But don't do the back and forth, especially if you know you're telling the truth. That's why I said it.
Arrested for beating up her grandpa while she was drunk. She beat up her grandpa. These motherfuckers, they all want to talk. That's fine. You know what? It's your prerogative in life to talk. And it's my prerogative in life to regret staying silent and now opening my big fat fucking mouth. You drunk and you fucking incel. You freaks, the two of you. You deserved each other, truly.
I'm a good liar.
And that was FFG going on about just breezing. And the reason I wanted to make sure I keep those clips in, she talked about more creators, but one of the talking points that some of her chinians like to use is like, why is everyone talking about FFG? Why is it that creators are talking about FFG? Number one, she's a creator who scammed thousands out of viewers, and that is something to criticize. But FFG has been talking about other creators for a while. She has been dragging different creators for a while because she was comfortable. She was successful at silencing a lot of people. A lot of people were unfortunately scared to criticize her because it could have led to either them being dogpiled, possibly doxxed. So she had successfully created an atmosphere where when she wasn't talking shit about Chantel, she was taking digs at other creators. It's not lost on me, even with me, because I've been very transparent about that. A lot of creators, not all, but a lot of the creators who are making it their mission to make sure her behavior, the scamming and all the lies are highlighted, part of it has to do with the fact that FFG has been talking shit about them for years. So she can sit here and talk about, just Breezen's past and what she did with her grandfather. That's fine. But it doesn't take away from the fact that she scammed the people that she scammed. It doesn't take away from the fact that she's been really unhinged for years. It doesn't take away from the fact that, shit, people could talk about this right here. When her brother tweeted out this, talk about the day you were supposed to spend the entire day with mom. Rare occasion. You left 45 minutes later. She thought you left to go on a date because you had makeup on and weren't in pajamas. She sees the next day you drove 4 hours to take a pic with Shannon in a psych ward. Sicko. So FFG's mother, who was dying of cancer, she was, according to her brother, was supposed to be spending the day with her mom, left early to go drive to Shannon, to visit Shannon, Chantel's former bestie, to take that picture and post it on Twitter. See, FFG could talk about whoever she wants, but it doesn't take the change that her brother's been dragging her for a while. Keep in mind, I have screenshots from 2023 where her brother's on Twitter begging her to stop with the online shit and be there for their dying mother because he needed the help. So if she wants to talk shit about Garlic, talk shit about Breezy, talk shit about whoever, okay. I'm looking forward to next month. Shit, her brother ain't going nowhere. If you haven't noticed, his Twitter's more popping than hers because she's a pussy ass bitch who's scared to tweet and leave it open for replies. So it is what it is, huh?
I'm actually not really, but I was trying to throw people off, like little details, because like little details.
No, you didn't say a goddamn thing to throw anybody off. That's crap. You did it so that people wouldn't think that you took their money to rent a place that was completely unaffordable to you.
I felt bad you were living in a slum. Yeah, now you guys are gonna be like, well, you don't need any money. No, I need money now so I can afford to live here.
No, I'm just joking. There you go. There you go. And she just spelled out her entire grift and why she lied about the place.
You know what?
Just a reminder of FFG spelling out the fact that she had no intentions to ever really tell viewers that BBJ was gone. She was just going to keep collecting that. Go ahead.
To be honest, if all of this hadn't fucking kicked off, I don't know if I would have said anything for, I don't even know how long. I really don't.
You could have found a place for half the price. But what the fuck do you care? Money is meaningless to you because you don't earn it. You don't like work for it. And you just ask these dumbasses to give you what you need. So it's meaningless to you. Imagine on the...
And telling the truth was meaningless to FFG because the money, the support, the funds that would come in was way more important. Keeping her integrity, keeping at least a decent reputation with her viewers, the supporters who have gone to bat for her all these years, it wasn't a priority to her. Making sure she could get one over on Chantel, making sure she can continue throwing BBJ in Chantel's face, making sure she can, once again, as I said, keep collecting the money, the super chats. That's why she told those stories. That's why she made up those lies. The Christmas gift, all these different things. So yes, she's not wrong for the actual criticism of why Chantel lied and made up these stories about where she was living. She's not wrong about that. It's just that she's has no self-awareness because she did something similar. And believe it or not, it's worse. Chantel made thousands off that disgusting display of collecting money from viewers to move back to Canada. But it actually doesn't compare to the thousands that FFG made off of the lie that she continued to tell. FFG knew exactly what would happen if she made that rescue public to viewers, and she was going to try to ride that as long as possible. Even when she spoke certain words and BBJ was in an urn in the same home that she was saying those words. So
the day that your place gets doxxed and you confirm the dox by like, okay, I guess I'll show you my place. It's somehow still this boring. Delete me because I said one thing. I have no idea what you said.
that's she's responding to a viewer in the chat that must have been critical of her in some way. And this response is kind of what's going to lead into, according to her, what's to come.
Oh, okay. I'm also not interested enough to scroll back. So look at you not getting deleted. No one cares. How about that? Oh, I see. Well, there you go. You got your wish, dipshit. How about that? Get fucked, stay fucked, and stay the fuck far away from me. All I'm going to say now is that I'm not saying now because I've been told not to. A day will come, and not too far, inshallah, where I'll be able to talk and I'll be able to shred one by one all these motherfuckers who are so obviously playing this game. And I will also verbally and otherwise shred the little motherfucker who started all of this. Until then, I stay silent. Just keep giving enough rope for people to hang themselves with. That's how I'm doing it right now. I've been advised to. But wait, you stupid pieces of shit. In this, I'm not talking to you guys. You know what? Wait until I can speak. That's all I got to say for now.
And we'll all be waiting. For those who don't remember, it was, I want to say 2 years ago, FFG, when I finally started to publicly speak against the lies, she made a huge claim. She said that she would be talking about her grievances, dragging the dog shit out of me. She would be doing it in a following stream. You should have saw the chat. They were going off. They were excited. Like, FFG, you gonna drag Charlie? You gonna expose her for all the lies? She said, yeah, I ain't doing it today, but it's gonna come. That day never came. Unfortunately for FFG, she didn't realize how many receipts I was collecting. And I think she started to realize, like, oh, she might be able to actually debunk the things I'm saying, because I was slowly debunking the things she was saying over time. This is not going to go the same way. See, she want to puff off her chest, make serious claims and all of that. Yeah, show and prove. January is around the corner. We're going to be sitting here waiting. Every single day of January, she's going to prove where Garlic Bread lied to his viewers in the past about cancer, about having cancer. She's going to prove all these things. She's going to drag us. And she's going to make sure she brings receipts. Because if she doesn't, for the few of us who have created a space that's not a hug box, that's not like her hug box, we'll have a field day dragging that pussy ass bitch. So if she wants to talk with her whole chest and all that, but show and prove. Because in the past, her past behavior, she just likes to throw these things out so that her chinions or get hyped in the chat, think this is coming, and it never comes. But before that comes, let's hope she can at least give a date with those vet reports that she claims she kept following up with when it comes to BBJ. Because if it doesn't, I think, at least over the last few weeks, I feel like enough viewers have seen, I won't be the only one having a field day with that. We'll be making content out of that. I don't know what music FFG might be listening to or what shows she might be watching that has her, outside of obviously it's the mental illness, that has her feeling this bold when she does these things only to not follow through. But things are a little different now. She's going to have to follow through on some of that. Or she could sit back and keep watching the community laugh at the fraud ass, scamming ass, pussy ass bitch that she is. When I tweet, even when I was getting backlash, I didn't protect the fucking thing. It is what it is. People come in here and criticize me, you're not getting blocked. That's why I try to remind my mods, no. If it ain't bigotry, if it ain't doxing shit, let that shit fly. I'm good. But FFG is just an uglier, pussy-ass version of Chantel. And truly has less of a life than Chantel. For those who are on Twitter, Chris, her brother, had recently posted some screenshots where he was asking a friend of his to, I guess in Canada, when you need to get your passport, I don't know if it's called witnesses, but you need someone there to like co-sign you getting the passport. And I apologize if I'm phrasing this wrong, but apparently in Canada, you need that and they can't be family. And because FFG's lame ass ain't got nobody in her life, her brother had to approach his friends to get them to help her get a passport. You don't have two friends that could help you with that? FFG might actually have less people in her life than Chantel. And there's so many people who sat back and continue to laugh along with FFG as if that bitch don't got a more miserable life than Chantel. The one thing she has on Chantel, it seems, is like mobility. Good. But like, that bitch is pathetic. She has spent her life well, not her life, let me not be dramatic, but she, at least the last couple of years of her life, pouring so much hate into this, that what does she have? When she turns off that laptop, mind you, no webcam. So when she turns off the laptop, when she ends that stream, really think about what the fuck FFG is turning in. Like, what does she have? That bitch is pathetic. She's vile. She's a piece of shit. So much that her own family is on social media exposing the fuck out of her. I find that funny. If it was someone I respected, someone I liked, I'd feel bad. But knowing the shit that FFG has spewed over the years, knowing the type of stuff she tried to destroy, I'm happy that's her existence. You ain't got shit, bitch. You ain't got a fuck thing. Sucks to suck. Sucks to suck. It is what it is. Oh yeah, I did see Chris is in chat. I kind of missed some of his comments. Hold on. Y'all know I'm not good with keeping up with the chat sometimes. And shout out to y'all who engages. But Chris, if you got any words, by all means, you could share them. I know you be busy on that Twitter account too. So by all means, share whatever it is that you want to share. My notifications are on for his account. Jax, I want to say thank you so much for the gifted memberships. I appreciate you. To the new members, please enjoy. Mercury, thank you. Once I suggested to Milky to have a break just like yours for its intended purpose, and someone threatened to throw a sandal at me across the screen. Now I understand it's better if it doesn't spread. You know what? Thank you, boo. Thank you. Carrie, welcome to the Gold Cluster. You are supreme. You have access to the Discord. Thank you, boo. Let's see. Poison, I saw your comment earlier and I meant to address it. So this comment here, just so you guys know what it's referring to, when Poison said she played her intro that she claimed she had the copyright for, what she's referring to is, and I did hear that. I just didn't see where that actually stemmed from. So apparently, FFG, there's a claim that she might have the copyright to some music, and because Pew Pew played it, she copyright that. That's not how that works. But again, I didn't see enough with that. What I saw is her copyright striking the fuck out of many people, and sitting here today making it seem like she didn't. But I do remember that. I just didn't collect that and didn't see enough of it to, like make it solid. So that's why I don't even mention it half the time. But thank you for the reminder. Ghost Flowers, thank you so much, boo. Thank you for the gifted memberships. I appreciate you. To the new members, please enjoy. You have access to the Discord. Smee, check DMs, please. I gave you... Was I muted this whole time? Was I muted this whole time? I was saying I'm so happy. You know what? I'm starting to believe what FFG said. Somebody hacked my shit. Yep, somebody hacked my shit. I didn't mute myself. Somebody hacked my shit. That was me saying I'm happy. I'm going to have it ready for the next stream. And I'm going to tag everybody in Discord. And I was muted through that whole thing. You know what? Maybe FFG is onto something. Somebody hacked my shit. because there's no way I was muted that whole time over that whole spiel. And I was so excited because for the first time, somebody accurately drew me. And I was muted the whole time. Yep, somebody hacked me. I was hacked. You know what? I might have to walk back the criticism I had of FFG. Somebody hacked me. It's going around. Somebody's hacking us. Because I didn't mute myself. Somebody's hacking us. Somebody's hacking us. Yeah. You know what? I'm so upset. I am so upset. And I was so focused. And now they're laughing at me. And I am so upset. You know what? Seashell, thank you for the gifted memberships. I hope I'm not muted while saying this. Somebody, y'all saw that shit? Y'all saw somebody hack my shit, right? Just say yeah. Somebody hacked me. That's just what I'm going with. That's just what I'm going with. Somebody hacked me. Yup. And if anybody wants to argue that somebody hacked me, at this point, that's what I'm just gonna go with. Because it don't make no sense. I can't believe I was sitting there. How embarrassing. You know what? I just yep, I was hacked. Yep, that's what I'm going with. Yep, y'all, I'm gonna look at this back and I'm gonna be so embarrassed. You wouldn't know. You know what I look back on? Because remember the last stream? Oh, I should explain actually about the last stream, and I'm gonna get to what I'm saying. The reason the chat is gone, about once a month, I get a copyright claim for the music that I play. And normally, like clockwork, I just mute the little part that they tell me and keep it pushing. I did that during the last stream because they hit me once again. So I did that and I just kept it pushing, forgetting that it removes the chat. So if you see in the intro, there's about 10 seconds of music that's muted. That's what they tried to copyright claim. And I've done that in the past. I would have never done it on the last stream because the chat was so important. Because that's where we found out that Chantel was demonetized. So when I realized afterwards that it was taken, I couldn't reverse it. So out of any stream this year, that's the stream that I needed the chat because you guys were so iconic. But because I fucking put in the appeal while I muted the thing, it took the chat away. Because any little alteration in the stream, it automatically removes the damn chat. And one of the reasons I went back is because one of my viewers put the timestamp of when I found out about Chantel being demonetized. And when I went back to look at my reaction, I don't know why I said shut the fuck up so many times. I was just like, damn, is this what I look like? Is this what I sound like when I'm in shock and I need to focus? I don't know why I said shut the fuck up so many times. I'm happy you guys get my personality. I didn't mean like shut the fuck up, but I'm just like, why do I keep repeating for them to shut the fuck up? No one's speaking. I'm the only one speaking. And then I'm in the moment and I go on to say, my nipples are getting hard. I'm just like, oh my God. See, this is why I can't. This is why I need to digest certain information first and then come to my platform. Because I'm like, did you just say your nipples are getting hard? I said, oh my God. It's like, fuck. I sound crazy. I'm like, what? But I genuinely was in shock. So I'm just saying the first thing that comes to my mind. And I was excited. And then to express my excitement, I told thousands of people online that my nipples were getting hard. Oh, yeah. Moving forward, I need to like receive some information prior to being live. Our Foodie Beauty, Charlie, they hacked you down to 4.8. Y'all know how to kick someone when they're down. Y'all know how to kick someone when they're down. Yo, when I played that clip back, I'm not gonna hold you. I was just like, They probably think I'm crazy. They probably think I'm crazy. I was dying laughing the whole time. But I'm just like, girl, you could have played it cooler than it was a mess. For anyone who thank you, Unicorn. To anyone who was there, thank you for being there and genuinely one of my favorite streams of the year. That's why I'm mad. I muted those 10 seconds because the chat is gone. But for anyone who was there, thank you so much. That night was a mess, but the best type of mess. And now she on Twitch tonight, I think, after being a mess on her second channel. But guys, that night was everything. Like, I wouldn't change, even though I sounded crazy, I wouldn't change a thing. There's only one thing I would change. It's not clipping out those 10 seconds that was copyrighted. I would have kept that, taken a loss, and just made sure the chat was there. That's the one thing I would change. But y'all did y'all fucking thing. And Unicorn, thank you for this reminder. Y'all, Yaba will be live in about 15 minutes. So please head over. Please head over. Oh, Smee, I want to edit it and I'm gonna have it ready for the next stream. I got you. But Yaba, in about 15 minutes, y'all. The topic is still French fried fraud. I'll be listening in with my earpod because I gotta finish like getting my outfit together because I'm actually heading out in about an hour. So I'll be in chat for a little bit to pop shit with y'all and laugh at French fried turkey neck. Oh, actually, before I let y'all go, for old time's sake, hold on. French fried turkey neck, French fried turkey neck, French fried turkey neck with a body like a butter roll. French fried turkey neck, French fried turkey neck, French fried turkey neck with a body like a butter roll. Hey, oh my God, I could go on forever. Thank you so much for all the time you spent with me. I'll see you over at Yaba's, the YouTube Underground. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go check Chris's Twitter account to see if he's been popping off. And I'm sure FFG is probably silent somewhere, that pussy ass bitch. But please enjoy your weekend. Thank you so much for the time. And do not, under any circumstances, be a fraud ass bitch like FFG. Have more faith in yourself. Be better than that. Later, guys.
Well, I look like Peter Griffin today. It's the glasses and the chubby face. Anyways, from being 130 to 280, the bigger you are, the longer the shower. So if I'm 340 pounds, how long do I have to take in the shower? Fuck that. I just wash a few body parts. The ones that don't smell don't really matter.
Well, I mean...
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I went to the bathroom. There was no toilet paper. So I took extra long because I had to wash my ass in the sink and then blow dry my ass with the friggin' Dyson hairdryer. It was like very powerful. So luckily I got to just put my butt far enough away. I know! They had no toilet paper! So I washed my hands very well. I don't smell, I think. Excuse me. A, B, C. I can burp the alphabet. I was gonna strip for you for Valentine's Day. You know, I was gonna I bought red platform heels. I bought red lingerie. I was gonna strip for you, but you had to be an asshole. You can't strangle me. You can't strangle me. Oh my God. Goodbye.